it goes on, and it's so fast and instantaneous that we don't even have any of the clocks, the digital clocks, change a second.
You know, you have a power flicker. I don't expect to be sitting in the dark for more than a second or two. So I'm a little spoiled, I'm sorry.
It's taken away an enormous amount of stress.
Well, it's a feeling of security to know that you're going to have your frozen food frozen, and you're going to have your air conditioner to sleep by at night, and have your water for your shower, and it's a very secure feeling.
It's a very reliable company, a very reliable engine. It just keeps going.
You know, when that switch comes on, the generator starts off like that, you know the electric's back on. So it's great.
Cummins Onan, the power generation people, the respected leader in power generation equipment.
Cummins has a reputation going back to 1920, so we're professionals. We've been doing this. People know our name, they know our product, they expect the best from us.
Cummins Onan brand products have set the standard in recreational, emergency vehicles, marine, and commercial mobile power. As part of the Cummins Incorporated family, Cummins Onan has the backing of a global organization dedicated solely to providing serious power for all kinds of applications.
Because we're a global leader in power generation, we're capable of producing the highest quality and largest line of residential units. In fact, right now we have a line that extends from 12,000 watts to 100,000 watts. So you're going to see that product availability. The customer has a choice.
And now, Cummins Onan is bringing power into the home. With the release of their latest line of residential standby generators, Cummins Onan is delivering powerful, reliable solutions for you and your family.
I recommend Onan anytime, anywhere, for any area of the country, really.
As global weather conditions worsen, it's more important than ever to have a backup in place when things don't go as planned.
The gas stations don't run, there's no ice around, and trying to just get the things to maintain any kind of semblance of lifestyle has just been real difficult, and we just don't want to have to do that.
I'm in the insurance business, and we have to be prepared because I have to go to work right after a hurricane. So it's essential for me to keep my family as comfortable as they can, and I don't have to worry about going to find ice and food and that type of thing.
Power outages happen to all of us. Severe weather, accidents, overworked power grids, whatever the reason. The bottom line is, you don't want to be left without power.
I grew up in California, so I experienced power outages with earthquakes. And now that my family and I live in Minnesota, we have to deal with snowstorms and other severe weather conditions. And with two small children, I personally can't afford not to have power. It's not a choice. And ice storms across the Midwest, snowstorms in the north, brownouts out west. Everyone in the country is touched by severe weather at some point in their lives. A generator is going to be there to give you the necessities.
The biggest problem you have with hurricanes is usually the lack of services afterwards. It can be anywhere from 2 to 3 days to 2 to 3 weeks.
We had some damage to the house, and we knew that we were vulnerable still, so we wanted to make sure that we had protection. And we wanted to put this system in so that we'd have that protection.
The last one we had was 125 mile an hour wind, and we had electric the whole time.
We were without electricity for 8 days, and then we bought a generator.
For more than 80 years, Cummins Onan has been working at perfecting power generation. Cummins Onan generators are supported by the largest and best trained worldwide certified distributor dealer network in the industry.
To me, Cummins Cummins spells reliability in terms of engines.
I did a lot of work with contractors, and I talked to them and get some background. And the Cummins Onan name always seemed to pop up also as a system. It's been around for a long time, it's very reliable, and that's what I wanted.
I'm 72. I can't deal without air conditioning for a long period of time. And this is, for me, it's a necessity.
I've had Onans all my life, and I've always had confidence in them. They've always worked when I needed them. and there's never a problem of maintenance.
I pointed out sometimes to people, how do you like my the member of the family here, my new generator? That's how attached we've become to our comforts, I suppose, to be able to feel secure in the fact that you're going to have all your comforts if you do lose your electricity.
In addition to Mother Nature's threats, a recent study conducted by the United States Department of Energy indicates that the most prevalent source of future power outages could be overworked power grids. In the past decade, the demand for power has increased by 35%, while overall capacity has only grown by 18%. The fact is that heavily populated areas experiencing fast growth may be subject to periodic brownouts or blackouts.
It made all the difference, frankly, because in spite of all the hurricanes that nearly hit us, they were coming down right around here. We have an awful lot of power failures in Florida. It's a constant.
It's very common to have power outages persistently and consistently.
Right, just even from an accident, a car hitting a power line or something
All of
like
that reliability, having our own plant, our own generating plant on a site, taking care of all the needs that we have and our family's needs, is why we bought this generator and this system to start with.
We also have computers here so that we can hook into our business and continue the business if necessary.
A day or sometimes every day, just a little bit of wind will knock the power off. And you immediately worry, oh my God, is it going to last? You know? And that piece of worry is gone, which is terrific. You got to have a generator. I wouldn't want to be without one. So it's that simple.
Within 10 seconds of a power failure event, the transfer switch takes your home off its main power supply and transfers it to the auxiliary supply provided by the standby generator. The distribution panel then distributes that power to the pre-selected appliances and lights that you've designated for emergency use. Put simply, the generator generates the power, the transfer switch tells it when to operate, and the distribution panel determines where the power goes.
A few times at night, we've come home where the whole neighborhood is dark and our house is lit up.
I wanted to have that peace of mind that knowing that, you know, the house would be good, we can live a fairly regular life during periods of time when other people are going to be absolutely without power and everything.
No noise complaints from anybody in the neighborhood. It's a quiet unit. It's really a good one. But like the contractor said, it's the Cadillac of the industry, and we really appreciate having it, I'll tell you that.
A lot of mental relief and worrying about things, knowing that you've taken steps to go ahead and make sure that you're going to be taken care of, at least power-wise, when things happen here.
We've been through a few hurricanes in the last 30 years, and when you're out of electric for a while, it's kind of an inconvenience. But this, we could afford it. It's reasonable priced units, and it's just peace of mind, literally. You know, if you need the electric, it's going to be there for you.
As we did a new addition, so it was very easy for us to plan putting in the transfer switch and doing the wiring for the generator. So from a cost viewpoint, it was very inexpensive to do it at that time.
I also look at it as an investment. Because it's here and installed and it's ready, we'll just take things forward and add that value to the properties.
If you're doing an addition and you want to put a generator in, if you plan it out with your electrician, it's very inexpensive to get the wiring set up. The generator paid for itself for the first hurricane, and we've had 3, so I don't know what to tell you.